Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come back to do part 2 of this book here, which is The View from Underneath the Water by Rita Berman. And we're doing the fishy on this page here. And this is where I left off yesterday. Putting a piece of paper behind here, kind of in that area. We're going to be doing the like little water swirls here today. Now, the only thing I did that I didn't film was I went around with black and just went into these areas where I wanted to go over the lines again. So I just kind of ran it up on each one of these little fin things and on the fins down here, started here, and did a little black around where the darkest color is on all of those, and in the roses also, and retraced these lines and darkened where I thought it could use just a little bit more depth. And that's about it. I have not done the eyes on this little fishy yet, but we are going to work on some of the water. I may leave them with just a little bit of gray tint to them. Don't know. But we're going to work on the little swirl thingies that are coming out that kind of reflect the water, like spray from where it's swimming, like a wake, I guess. So we're going to do these kind of in a turquoise color. So I got out, I'm not even sure if this blue will work with this one. I usually use indigo, but my indigo pencil is really tiny, so we'll have to see. We have Peacock blue, which is 1027, Cobalt turquoise 105, slate blue 1024, and sky blue light 1086. The one I'm not sure about is Indanthrone blue, which is 208. And like I said, I usually use indigo. So we're going to see if it's dark enough, and if it is not, I'll add the indigo in, and it's 901. So we will see. Notice a couple of my pencils are getting a little short, and I have to order a couple of them. Sorry, I had to have a cup of tea, or a sip of tea. So what we're going to do is we are going to go in with the darkest color first. Probably should sharpen this. I haven't even tested this color. It just looked cool. Looked nice and dark, and then I wouldn't have to use up the last of my indigo on it, but okay, so we're just gonna take some spots like we did before and just decide where our darkest is going to be. Well, that's a pretty color. I like that. That'll work with the turquoise. Okay, so that'll be a dark spot. These will be dark coming in. They have the little spots there, so usually when she has done her spots, those are her shadows. So I'm just going to use those as my shadow points. It's okay if I goof a line here. Well, can you see this, or should I get you down? I'll get you down a little closer. If I go into here, it's okay. This is blue water, so a little extra blue is not going to hurt it. And those are the flower pieces. And then we want it dark over here. And it kind of looks like it goes straight underneath the fin. Up to this one up here at the top. Oops. We'll just blend that in. Went down a little too far, but that's okay. Just mapping out the color. And just like the fish, we're going to be going over it a few 100 times, so. Okay, then we have some down here. We're just going to go around and do them all. Next to the fish, nice and dark. So how are you all doing today? I hope you're all well. We're doing as best as we can. It's raining again today. I really enjoy going outside into the garden when I'm at home. But I can't get out and do anything because of the rain. It's not like a little rain. A little rain I can deal with. It's just bucketing water out of the sky with the hail in it every now and then. Always an interesting time. Spring showers, though. Any of you guys work in a garden? I have a beautiful front garden and a back garden and a side garden. We moved into the house and the people before us did all the landscaping, and it's just wonderful. I really, really enjoy getting out there and working. So we have hydrangeas and lilacs, holly trees, let's see what else. We have a ton of roses, different colors. It's always fun trying to figure out which one's which. We have a black one, a purple one, a couple of red ones, climbers, orange, white, pink, bright red. So yeah, trying to figure out their names is interesting. So when I dig up the earth underneath to give them a little fertilizer, sometimes I will find their tags. So we do have a black one. It's a really deep velvet, black in the sense that it looks like a velvet that's black with red undertones. But it's a gorgeous rose. So I was digging those out a little bit better so they get a little bit more sun, because we have a huge cedar tree. I mean, huge. It's gigantic. So I cut back its lower branches so I could get underneath the tree. So I'm going to put a shade garden in there, which I've never had before. And then we have rhododendrons in white, pink, yellow, purple. I think there are two more. I don't know. The one's a light pink and one's a dark pink. And then one's kind of white with a yellow center. The other one is just yellow with an orange kind of going into a red color. Hoping you can see this. And the purple is a light purple that goes into a deep dark purple. And then there's just a pure white one that has a yellow center. Okay, I think I've got all the water done. The rest, this is a flower. I forgot to do her little whiskers. I'm gonna have to do that. That's a leaf, that's a flower, 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 flower. We have the little raindrops, so we might as well do the little splashies here too. And our water droplets. So we got a couple of those up here at the top. Okay, little guys over here. And some little guys down here. Oh, and then of course we have the crocus that pop up beginning of spring and always get snowed on. It's like I'll go out and take a picture of them. They're all purple. And they look really pretty when they all bloom. They got the variegated leaf on them. There we go. So the next color we're going to go in with is the Peacock blue. So what was I saying? Oh, the crocus. Yes, when the crocus are blooming, then the hosta comes up, and we have a really big hosta that's out in front underneath a maple tree. It blooms purple. Different garden has got a lot of purple in it, purple and pinks. So we're just going to lay this on the blue we just used and pull it out just a little further. And then, of course, the tulips and such come up. They're all planted in the same bed. The hosta, crocus, tulips, and the rhododendrons. So the tulips come up in like a Easter egg colors. There is one that is black. It's a black red, but it's really deep. It's gorgeous. And then there's a couple of them that come up in the yellows, reds. They're kind of buried in there. I'd like to pull them out and put them someplace where they'd actually shine a little more. Now, the side garden, we have daffodils, little tiny ones and the bigger normal ones. There is one hydrangea back there. It's the purple one, and then we have a yellow and 3 red roses. That's where the yellow rhododendron is, along with the white one. There's one back there. And then we have an apple tree and a holly tree. And a couple of other bushes, I have no idea what they are. So, walked you through my gardens, kind of. In the backyard, besides the hydrangea garden and the rose garden, which are apart from all the other gardens. The other one's just kind of running around the fence. I have on the fence side a black, it's just a leaf bush. So it has these really dark maroon leaves, and it just grows just with the leaves on it. And then underneath that is a plant that grows with green and white speckled leaves. So it's a nice contrast. And then there's a yellow flowering tree and a snowball tree and a butterfly bush. And then a big, and I believe it's a white cedar or a mountain cedar. It's really pretty, but it's nice and big. Kind of used as a block, I believe, for the neighbor's house. That one had to be trimmed underneath too. And then there's a tree that blooms little red flowers, and it's got needles on it. And it's a pretty tree. It's just not one I care for too much. Then I have a dwarf dogwood that flowers white, which is gorgeous. So at one point in the end of spring, it will bloom, and it's almost pure white with the dogwood flowers. And then when it gets further onto the season, those little flowers turn into almost bright red raspberry colored buttons. So it looks really pretty, and the birds just go nuts. I like to pick them off, and I don't know if they eat them or if they just take them as decoration. And then we have 3 apple trees. My husband hates them, so he goes out almost every season to cut them down. We never get them all the way cut because they always grow back. I have 2 lilacs. I'm actually going down the side and telling you what plants are there. There's bleeding hearts, which are coming up, and a couple of really beautiful white delicate flowers, and I'm not sure what those are called either. There is a bush back there that produces the most beautiful white flowers in the winter and has a gorgeous smell to it, but I don't know what that is either. It's quite tall though. It stays green all year long. There's daylilies. We have the yellow, red, and orange daylilies. And then there's an azalea that is bright red, and I'm not crazy about it because it's the only red thing on that side of the house. And then the 2 lilacs are there. And 1 more apple tree. It's one of the 3. And then the white roses, the pink roses, and the orange roses are on that side. There we go. That's so far how we look. Now we're going to bring in the Cobalt turquoise. And so just start up here at the top, go on over everything, and coming out a little further. There's two little tiny bushes that are over by the lilacs that kind of look like baby lilac, but they're not trees, they're bushes. So they've got tiny little purple lilac type flowers, but they're only, I'd say about 2 feet tall, and they are bushes of some sort. I don't know what they are. I didn't plant these, so she didn't leave me a name on all the plants. And then on the opposite side of the fence line garden, we have a deck. The deck has planting around it, and the planting around it is blueberries and more roses. I like roses. Usually go out and get the clippings and bring them in and make bouquets on the table. Bring them upstairs and put them up here. It's always fun. Oh, I have peonies too. I forgot about them. They're starting to come up. So I have 3 pink ones. One that's candy cane, so it's red and white striping. And one that is a buttercup, gorgeous yellow, very soft. So those will be coming up pretty soon. I mean, the plant has started to grow leaves. The flowers are going to take a while, but so that's my garden. I really miss getting out and taking walks, but I mean, like I said, it's raining. It's not like I can go puttering out, looking at everything, and it's pouring rain. Okay, I'm just going to do this top one, and then I'll do the rest of these. Well, I've got it at 20 minutes here, and I'm just blabbing away. Okay, the next step we would take, like I said, I'll do the bottom ones later, is slate blue. And we're going to throw that in there. Just kind of going around, blending it in. Get a little space there. I went on Amazon and I ordered a few things, art things. in my head, I knew that probably wasn't my smartest choice because Amazon is kind of cutting back on its shipping, putting it more priority on other things, which I think is a good thing. So I knew that the stuff I was going to order was going to be, you know, lower priority for them. It's fine for me. So I ordered the Kirby coloring book and some pan pastels and a set of pencils. And they will be shipped out, maybe delivered to me by May. And yes, I said May. So I'll have a ways to wait for those. Next color is going to be Sky Blue Light. And then just bring all those colors down. You put a little more pressure on this one and you're just going to rub it all over everybody. And that's the color you'll get all the way around on all of them. And if you need to, you can go in with the first dark color and darken up your tips. Redefine your lines. And also, if you want to lighten up this little line here, just add a little bit of white in there. Like I said, I sharpened that one too. Too much, so it's going to crumble a little on me. Okay, so basically that's what it's going to look like. So just play with it with all the colors. Make sure you're blending the way you like it. So I'll do the rest of those little swirls the exact same way with the exact same colors. We'll do this one over here. We can put in the light blue in there. like I said, any place that you want to get a little darker, just go back in with the other colors and darken it up. You can put a couple of layers on like that. But you want to be careful not to put too much down because we're going to get into the wax blooming pretty soon. Want that a little more turquoise there. And I may go around in the darkest areas here with the black too and just redefine the lines like I did with the fins. That's basically how I do that. And let's see those little dots up there, and we'll get those done, and then I can finish these things off the camera. Just going to go in with this sky blue light and just go in and blend those colors together. So that's how those are done. Those are the simpler ones. We're also going to go in with a little Posca on these and give them a little white shine on them. Okay, I'll just finish these off camera since I'm just sitting here coloring and not talking. So I'll get these little guys done. The one on the other side, the fish on the other side of the page, I'm going to go ahead and do the little splatters the same colors as these. And then while we're here, we're going to do her little whiskers. Totally forgot about. So we're going to go in with the Tuscan Red. Okay. They're kind of small, so we'll skip right to the orange. Sorry, did not mean to hit the camera. So we'll go on with the orange here. Whoops, get on the leaf. And then go in with the Canary Yellow. And then go in with the puppy red. Just to blend that a little better. If you want to go in with the Tuscan, go back in. And there we got our whiskers done. Kinda cute. All right, so I'm gonna stop the camera, finish up the blue, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I've finished all of the little blue water parts. I also went ahead and did it over on the other side of the page, just for the fact that I wanted them to be cohesive, because it's kind of a two-page spread. So instead of forgetting what colors I used and how I used them, I went and placed them on this side of the page. Sometimes I do forget what I did or what color combination I used. I have to rewatch my video to find that out. So I thought while I was here, I might as well just go ahead and do it. Now we have, what is it, like 3 flowers on this page, plus these little buds, and then 2 leaves and some green on this side. And I think this swirl is supposed to be done in blue. I'll get to that in a minute. We have the same kind of flowers on the other side, the buds. This flower is, this one here is the same as this one. This one kind of looks like a smaller version of that one. So whatever colors I use on the flowers, I'm going to be using on the opposite page also. We don't have any leaves on this side, it doesn't look like, and I have some more flourishes to do over here, but we'll get to those later. So all I have to do is kind of figure out what colors I want to use. I mean, obviously green for the leaves, and what color I want to use for the flowers. And I think I'm going to leave that for the next video. I may just go ahead and have part 2 be the coloring of this fish, and then do a part 3 where I do all the flowers and the background, because there is going to be a background on here. It's going to be blue, and I might as well just combine both pages in a video. So when I come back, we will color in this little guy over here, and then finish the flowers and stuff. Or I may just finish the fish and then come back, you know, like I said, part 4. It'll probably be a 4-parter. But I'm done for today, so I will see you in part 3 with him. Okay, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.